Hello friends, welcome to Examity and Smriti Notes for Biotechnology. In today's lecture, we will be studying about bacterial genetics, that is conjugation and transduction. So let's start with conjugation, that is exchange of genetic material takes place through a conjugating tube between two cells basically. That is, the DNA is transferred from one bacterium to the other. During conjugation, one bacterium serves as the donor of genetic material and the other receives the recipient. The donor bacterium carries the DNA sequence, which is called the fertility factor or F factor. The F factor allows the donor to produce a thin tube-like structure called pilus. The pilus then draws the two bacteria together, at which the donor bacterium transfers the genetic material into the other, that is the recipient bacterial. The genetic material is in the form of plasmid or circular piece of DNA. I have drawn the diagram in which it shows two sides, that is one the donor and the other is recipient. F plus means the donor one and F minus when it gives away. Sex pilus originates and establishes a bridge that helps us to transfer the DNA. The copy of DNA from donor cell is transferred to recipient cell and complementary DNA strand is synthesized in both. The F minus and F plus, that is donor and recipient cells, both are mixed in a culture and the entire population then becomes F plus. The donor cells that have an integrated copy of the F factor are called as HFR strains, that is high frequency of recombination. In this process, the HFR and F minus cells become attached with the help of sex pilus, and at the point of attachment F factor, the bacterial chromosome opens and a copy of one strand formed by the rolling circular mechanism. A portion of single-stranded DNA then passes into the recipient cell through pilus. Next method is transduction, in which the DNA is transferred between bacterial cell through a phage particle. The phage, that is the bacteriophage, can be virulent or temperate. Virulent means it is capable of causing infection and can destroy the death of a bacterial cell, and these follow lytic cycle. And temperate does not cause infection. Instead, the phage DNA is incorporated into bacterium DNA. Example is lambda phage. Now basically transduction is done out in two ways, that is generalized and specialized transduction. In specialized transduction, a DNA fragment is transferred from one bacterium to another by temperate bacteriophage that is now carrying the donor bacterial DNA. In specialized transduction, the phage inserts its genome at specific sites. Specialized transduction occurs at the end of lysogenic cycle. The very first step in specialized transduction is a temperate bacteriophage absorbs the bacterium and injects its genome. Now the bacteriophage inserts its genome into bacterium nucleoid to become a prophage. Then, during spontaneous induction, a small piece of the donor bacterium's DNA is picked up as a part of phage genome and in place of some phage DNA which remains in the bacterium nucleoid. Now the bacteriophage replicates. The segment of bacterial DNA replicates as part of the phage genome. Every phage now carries that segment of the bacterial DNA. And this is known as specialized transduction. I have explained in simple language, but for writing an exam you can use my notes as it is written in the book language, which should be exactly mentioned. Next type of transduction is generalized transduction, in which the DNA fragment is transferred from one bacterium to another by lactic bacteriophage that is now carrying donor bacterial cell due to an error in maturation during the lytic life cycle. During generalized transduction, the chromosomes of bacterial cell gets fragmented and some of the fragments become attached with the DNA of some new phage particles. And then when the newly formed phage with fragment of bacterial chromosome in its DNA attacks a new bacterium, the gene of the parent bacterium is transferred to the new bacterium. And this type of process is called as generalized transduction. To revise the difference between generalized and specialized, I have given in difference form the difference between two. Like the generalized one goes under lytic and the specialized one undergoes lysogenic cycle. You can refer the notes and write down the points. And in the next video, I'll be explaining about the lytic cycle and the lysogenic cycle in detail. If you have any other doubt, do let me know. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.